One Resident, One Family Doctor, a new national program, encourages Singaporeans to choose and enroll with one physician.
To the resident, it's an invitation a few months down the road to enroll a GP of your choice. And once you do that, there are a few things that they can benefit from that today is an enhancement from today's system.
It's Wednesday, September 21st. You're watching The Big Story with me, Harianto Diman. Subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you will not miss an episode. First, an update on developments in the Ukraine war and its impact on global markets. Oil prices rising after Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered a partial mobilization of troops, with fears that an escalation of tensions could lead to further disruptions of energy supplies. President Putin earlier announcing Russia's first mobilization since World War II, saying the move is to defend Russia and liberate the eastern Ukrainian region of Donbas. Meanwhile, Russia's defense minister says the partial mobilization will see 300,000 reserves called up, and these would apply to those with previous military experience. Back home, a new multi-year strategy to transform the way Singapore delivers healthcare was submitted to Parliament today for debate in October. Healthier SG seeks to shift the approach towards healthcare from reactive to proactive. Now, this is how it will work. Residents will be invited by the Health Ministry to choose and enroll with a family doctor, who will serve as a first point of contact. Once enrollment is successful, residents can schedule a face-to-face onboarding health consultation, which will be fully paid for by the government. Enrollment will open to residents 60 years and above in the second half of 2023, followed by those 40 to 59 years old in the next 2 years. Once enrolled, residents will work out a health plan with their doctor and discuss ways to improve their health. They will also be able to access various benefits like fully subsidized national health screenings and vaccinations. And they will be able to use more from Medisave for chronic conditions without the need for cash copay. Now, one aim of Healthier SG is to empower individuals to practice preventive care. It's about integrating healthy behaviors into one's lifestyle before any symptoms of an illness or disease are detected. Health Minister Ong Ye Kung says these habits and actions will provide long-term benefits.
If you want to practice preventive care as a person, you may find yourself spending a bit more now. Right? A lot of things, preventive care is actually free. You go and jog, you go and exercise, you eat less salt, less sugar, actually it costs you less. Yeah. But you may take some supplements, you may buy sports shoes, and therefore you find in the short term, you may have to spend just a bit more. But preventive care by and large doesn't cost a lot. Yeah. But you spend a bit more, doesn't mean preventive care is expensive. Because if you can stay healthy, you avoid a lot of costs when you fall very sick.
Joining us now is family physician Dr. Theresa Yap from Yang Yap Clinic Surgery. Welcome to the show, Doctor. We just heard Health Minister Ong Ye Kung there encouraging Singapore residents to practice preventive care. Doctor, what tips do you have for people to get them started?
Well, I think people need to be educated that there's such a thing as screening and the reason why they need to be screened. So most people don't think of illnesses, especially in the younger age, in their middle age. It's only when things happen, hits them, to somebody in the family or to themselves, that they actually want to do something about it. So a tip would be good if people are educated. Have a look at what a stroke is like, what a heart attack is like, what a gangrenous foot look like. and all the end stage of disease, you know. Then when you see that, you are afraid, oh no, this must not happen to me. So I will try to prevent this from coming on so that I can prevent such events forming on me. So early screening is definitely essential. So personally, I feel that when people are afraid, that's when they will do something about it. But then again, there are a lot of people who are unaware. So where we GPs can do our part is, even now, before the enrollment comes on, we have such a thing called Screen for Life. And that's what I always do with my patients. I will check for them. Oh, you are eligible for a for life. Do you want to have your pap smear done, or your fit test done, or your cholesterol and blood test done, sugars test done? And then they do it. And I have picked up many illnesses early in their life, and we can start treatment, preventing it, and preventing the patient from going on to uh, end stage disease. So please, everyone, just go for the screening. Go for the enrollment if you haven't got a doctor. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain.
Let's talk about the new initiative of enrolling each resident to a primary care clinic. Doctor, how will this change the way you are currently running your clinic?
Well, it won't change a lot because I am currently IT enabled in my clinic management system. I use GP Connect, and I have Connect switch to NEHR, to the either the vaccinations. All I have to do is to just key the patient's name and do what I have to do, and it automatically goes into the NEHR, and it automatically registers into the NIR. So IT wise, I'm okay. But if government gives me the grant, I will still upgrade my IT computers and add-on services that will align myself to better equip myself further for the SG, healthy SG requirements. Having said
And
that, I would say that we might face a bigger number of patients. So we have also appointment system, which we can use to put the patients to come at a time where there's non-peak, so that we can have time, we can spend time to see the patient thoroughly, especially the first time cases. Yes.
And doctor, any changes for patients whom you're already seeing regularly and whose medical needs you're familiar with?
Um, well, those that I'm regularly seeing and they decide to enroll as well, I think there's not a huge change because they'll be still seeing good old me, and I'm the trusted and regular doctor. But what will change for them is the subsidies that they will be using. They will have increased child subsidies. They will have their co-payment in their Medisave being waived. They would also have other incentives that the government may provide, as if they get within certain controls, they meet certain targets for their care protocol. And other than that, I think the patient is in a, and they can also use subsidized drugs from the polyclinic that we can use, which helps us to give them the drugs at the cost like the polyclinic.
Dr. Yap, earlier on you mentioned one of the challenges is you are expecting to see more patients. Do you foresee any other challenges in implementing this new initiative?
To see the patient, we need to treat every patient as precious as the other. I mean, you cannot just say one, oh, goodbye, in 2 seconds, but everyone needs to be given a good look through, especially during the first visits. And if we can't see them for the first visit completely, we can always schedule them to come back at the second visit to continue further care plans for them, etc. Other than that, I think we may need to have to improve, maybe increase our staff. We need to employ further clinic assistants, or we might even have to employ more doctors.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Yap. That was family physician Dr. Theresa Yap from Yang Yap Clinic and Surgery. The latest COE tender exercise ending with lower premiums in 3 out of the 5 categories. Premium for Category E, which is usually for larger vehicles, falling by 5.4% to about $107,000. Category A premium falling by 2.3% to close at $84,000, while Category B sees a decrease of 4.4%. However, Category C premium sees the largest increase, ending at $67,000, a 3.1% increase. Those are our top stories today. Visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by clicking the red button below. I'm Haryanto Diman. See you tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.